then we'll catch up on Facebook. Now, I think we'll need you to do something else. We'll need you to move to your left a little bit. Yeah, yeah, good. Excellent, excellent. You see, you are so popular from your last interview that I guess Babusha decided to bring you back so fast.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so now we're going to be having people come in from YouTube to be with us on YouTube. Then from YouTube, we'll go on to Facebook. So you are ready for the calling and purpose series?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. And you have this your headgear is so beautiful.
We are in mourning. Our mother just died, Mother Winnie Mandela, so we have to.
Yes, that is good. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit as well.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, we have Rinde Gbenro from YouTube here. Hello, Rinde. Blessings. And I think we'll have more people greeting us from YouTube. All those people who are there from YouTube, please identify yourself. Okay, we have DB Saviors. Wow, Saviors. That's a good one. So, welcome, Debbie. Folashade. Right, welcome. We are still greeting people on YouTube before all the other people on Facebook join us. Excellent. Okay, I think we'll soon be on Facebook right now. Okay. Okay. Let me greet Facebook audience. I think we have some people coming in on Facebook already. Okay, who do we have here on Facebook? Okay, Adejumo Champion, Paul Oriade is here, Joseph Arileola, Bridget Meadow, May Orenuga, Paul, no, it's NSC Job, Francois Kobler. Okay, we have all of you coming in. Welcome everyone. Nice to have you. Please go and invite your friends. As many people as you would like to invite and as many people as you know. We're going to have a very interesting program today, and I think we got the right person for this program because we're going to be talking about calling and purpose. So we have Mobolaji as well here, Okikiolu, we have Rebecca Gullery, Eromosele, Awonusi, Helen Wellington, Mberio, Lucky Osage, The King. Yeah, welcome every one of you. BC Ola is here. I think that's actually Caro. But welcome Blandina, Nina, Patobazi. So I don't know what is wrong with the line. So let's see what we can do about that. Okay. So you keep on, I guess you are using telephone, huh? So if somebody calls in, then you are in trouble.
I don't know what I blocked now.
So we might need to put the telephone aspect of it off if it's possible or something. Okay, here we go. We have Thuli today.
Mm-hmm.
We have Thuli today. Now, Thuli, you are from South Africa.
Yes, sir.
Originally, before you married, before a Nigerian took you away.
Don't go there.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Before you were captured and captivated by Nigerian love. So, but the fact that you are from South Africa is very interesting for me because this last Monday actually, today 1 week today, we had one of the most beautiful ladies that have come out of Africa that has been recognized worldwide as the face of African beauty. An amazing, charming smile, Winnie Mandela. The whole world loves her, but for some reasons, some people in South Africa don't love her. But in the whole world, she's a hero. She might even be much more loved and respected than her husband. But
yes,
but we'll talk about that as well. But she went to be with the Lord this
yes.
a week ago. So what does that mean to your country and to yourself?
It's very sad. It's a sad time because now it's not only that she has passed on. It's the truth is beginning to come out. All the information that they were talking about her and all the information that the enemy was holding against her, them themselves are coming out to confess that she was not involved in those kind of things. So it's very sad to know that some part of the ANC was against her because of lies, So it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing in my country for now. Yeah.
Is Winnie Mandela? Is she as appreciated in South Africa itself like she is all over the world?
Yes. She have a whole lot of generation that follows her. I think the people that were against her, they were the same comrades that they are same age together with them. Maybe because of her views, because she didn't want to compromise in anything that she was doing. She was doing it passionately. If you can notice in most videos, she's up front. She's in front lines with people that are fighting. It's rare to find some of these so-called ANC male on the front lines, but most of the time she was in front. She was in front, so she could see the rawness of what was happening in my country, and then she would carry that with her. But others, they were just in the back. They would just be hearing and not knowing what's happening on the front lines. So I think they misunderstood her when it came to that. So it's very sad. It's very sad to be a good person and stand for people. I'm here because of her. We were not allowed to travel before. South Africans, you can't leave the country.
You will need to move to the left a little bit, please.
To the left, okay.
Yeah, more. Yeah, good.
More to the left, okay.
Yeah, good.
So we were not allowed to get out of the country, So because of people like her that can stand for the truth, I'm here now. I can relate with other Africans and other people all over the world, So we really, there's a generation that appreciate her, and we still appreciate her today.
Yeah, but who would you say Winnie Mandela was to you?
To me, Winnie Mandela was a mother. Was as I'm telling you that she was always on front lines. She can relate. You know, when we got this independent, so-called independent, many of this group of ANC, they went to the suburbs and live in the suburbs. She's even now when she died, she was still living in Soweto, in the township where the people are. You know, she didn't. It didn't go to her head, because even now she was not happy that this is not freedom. This is not freedom. What we're experiencing now, okay, we are free to move, but it's not freedom when it comes to other things in the country. She was still not happy. She still wasn't happy. I think because they were so close with Malema. That is why now Malema want to go on with the torch, because she was not happy.
Do you think that, for example, if you mention Winnie Mandela in the world, of course, people know that she's the wife of Nelson Mandela, but Nelson Mandela was not he was not free. He was not in the limelight. So for like 20 years, when Nelson Mandela, he was in silence. He was silent. He was in prison. So he could not talk for himself. He could not speak. Nobody saw him. Nobody knew him. But you know, Nelson Mandela was not the only one who was in prison.
No.
There was about 50 of them who were in prison. And out of these 50, it's only Nelson Mandela's name that everybody remembers because of her. Even though other ones also had wives, but their wives were not as daring and proactive to fight for them and to risk their lives like Winnie did. So it is actually Winnie that brought that fight to the world and that preserved the name of the husband. That's why we only remember Winnie, but we don't remember the others.
Yes.
Even other people that were in exile, who were not in prison, like Tambo, like Mbeki, like other people, they were in exile, but they were not the face of South African struggle. It was still Winnie Mandela.
Exactly.
So does that picture, is that the way, does the country really get it like that?
Yeah, and we get it like that. You see, those Mbeki and all of them that were out of the country, so they were still, the war was in their heads. But the people that are in South Africa, the war was happening there and then. You know, that's why maybe they didn't understand the view when it comes from Winnie Mandela, because she can see, she can feel it, she's there. She had to surrender her kids for people to raise her kids, because she was always in jail 3 or 4 times a week, just for standing up for people. You know, so that is why maybe they didn't feel it, and when Mandela also didn't feel as much as Winnie felt. That is why I think I can reconcile with him saying to Winnie that they'll be apart and divorced. For me, it didn't make sense, and it still doesn't make sense how a woman can stand like this for you and for the whole country. At the end, we have to separate. The last interview, Winnie Mandela said she was never a wife. She doesn't know how to be a wife, how it feels like to be a wife. She doesn't know how it feels like to be a mother. For a person to go through all those struggles, and for most of males in ANC to treat her like that, it's not fair. It's not fair. I don't know if you know one of the videos where Winnie Mandela, I don't know if she was late or something, she came to a conference that was live on the television. Thabo Mbeki just pushed her. That kind of disrespect, you know, I don't understand how they're going to explain themselves now what is happening, because they can't. Now they're going through interviews, and none of them have able to satisfy people with the reasons why they were treating her like that. They can't come up with nothing, you know, because she was treated very unfairly, and I can't still find the reason now. I can't find the reason. And it's her own party. People outside, they love him. They loved her. We love her. We just couldn't understand. Even now, I don't understand why the ANC resented her that much.
So you think that it is not the people who don't love her in South Africa. You think the people love her, only the political elites didn't love her.
Yes, because they were the ones that are pushing bad news about her. You know, they were trying to convince everybody this is not a good lady. She's done this, she's done that. Okay, all of them, they were not like perfect. People got killed, people got displaced from their homes and things like that. But you have to understand that she was in the war. She was in the war. She was not in Lusaka. She was not in Nigeria because Mpegi went to Nigeria sometime. She was not enjoying the sun in Nigeria. She was fighting at home. So it's like us now for blaming people, the soldiers that are in the war, saying, why did you kill that? Why did you kill that? We are on the front lines. You have to survive. You know, they just don't understand that. When the freedom came now, they went, all of them now, they want to be voted in. I didn't see her, Winnie Mandela say, I want to be a president, not once.
Yeah, but
they even went to an extent to take her out of the Women's League.
Yeah, but the people as supporters one time tried to make her, they proposed a candidate as vice president, and Mbeki refused. She said she was going to consult with her supporters, and Mbeki said, no, you will not.
What was the reason? We want to know what happened. What happened? We don't know. Nobody explained that what happened. Because the last interview Mupegi was saying about this issue was saying she came late. And then they come late to the parliament. They even sleep in the parliament. We don't see them being chased out. So I don't know. South African politics, I don't know. It's sad. It's sad. But she's loved. We love her. We love her. We still love her.
But if you love her and you think the country loves her, why is it that she was stripped of the title of Mother of the Nation?
Was she stripped?
Well, she used, after Mandela came out, she was also recognized as the Mother of the Nation. But after all the reconciliation and all the court cases, when she was withdrawn from the ANC Women's League and things, then that title just left her. Everybody just.
I don't know where that come from, DSA, because Mama Winnie Mandela was always Mama. You know, they might have chased her from the political sector, but he was always a mother to everybody. He was always a mother. That is the title that you cannot strip away from Winnie Mandela. Julius Malema said there is no other one of these ladies that you can call them Mama in the parliament. And really, there's no one that qualifies for that. There is no one that qualified for what Winnie Mandela stood for, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
They said she was no more the wife of the president. She was no more the wife of the first president. She was no more the wife of Mandela. So that she was no more qualified to be the Mother of the Nation.
I think it's where she was more qualified, because she didn't fight with the other lady. They were actually friends. They became friends. In his Mandela's funeral, they were together. She's very strong. Like, they asked her that kind of question before. How do you feel now that there's another lady? What is her name? Gracia Machel?
Gracia Machel, yeah.
Yeah. You know, for her, she was never a wife, so she didn't feel as if something like Mandela is going to another lady, or what, because she was always used to being by herself, and I didn't see her being bitter about that. I don't know. No one in the country, for me, as I observed, no one. You know, so
I heard that if it is Mandela himself, if it was a decision that he would not have divorced her, but that the ANC party told him that it was important for him to divorce her so that the reputation of the party will be maintained.
I believe that. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that, because all these males, they were just against her. All of them, they were against her.
And since Mandela could not fight everybody, I think he also just agreed.
Yeah. But, because even that time now, Winnie was still bitter. Mandela wants to move on. she was still bitter. She's saying it in her own interviews that she was still bitter, of course, because she felt the struggle more than her husband did. She was still bitter. She was still always saying to him, "We are not free yet. Let's do other things." This issue of land. If Mandela stuck with Winnie, we will not have this problem today. Because she was still saying, "We are out of prison, yes. We are black president, yes, but we are not where we're supposed to be. Let's just fight for everything now. Let it finish now." But I think the man was tired also. Mandela was tired. You have to understand that now he was sick because of the job that he used to do in the Robben Island prison. So he just wanted peace, I think. But Winnie still have that strength to fight on, So they didn't want to associate themselves with Winnie that much because they were just, let's just get into presidency and see what we can do. I think that was their focus.
The fact that Winnie Mandela had this Mandela Club, or what they call football, boys club, or is it Winnie Club, boys club?
Winnie Mandela Boys Club, I think so. Yeah, for the young youth, yes.
And the boy who got killed, Stumpy,
yeah, it's Stumpy.
Stumpy that got killed. That is the major argument that was used against her. Yeah.
That was the major argument about her. Yeah. Yes, sir.
And people think that she's not, if she's killing a black also, and a small boy, and the driver and the assistant said she gave them the permission to do that, and that she also, they had the video where they said she was necklace.
Yeah.
And that is why the ANC leadership was saying this was going to be against the principle of reconciliation and forgiveness that Mandela brought. So that's why they had to remove her they wanted to remove her from the party, but she had too many supporters. So they had to remove her as a minister and from everything.
Yeah, ironically enough, now there are videos that were made at that time where they took, you remember there was a reconciliation committee with Desmond Tutu that were trying to get you have to confess and let's move on.
Yes.
They were still imposing to her confess. She said, "I didn't do anything." And at the same time, there was a reporter that was assigned to investigate this. The video just been released now. I think after this, I'll send it to you. This white man that brought someone that was in the ANC to kill that boy. That confession is on tape. The confession is on tape. They paid him about 300,000 rand at the time. It's on tape, and I'll send you to the video where the journalist went when they were writing Winnie Mandela's book. The journalist said, "I found the information for you relating to Stumpy. This is what this man is saying." Winnie Mandela said, "I know this guy." He said, "Yes, this is the guy that killed Stumpy, because Stumpy found out that this guy was an informant for the SAP, for the South African police. So he's the one that killed Stumpy because Stumpy saw him that he's the informant. And it's on tape, DSA. They're just releasing it now. So all this stigma that followed this lady all her life after the struggle was only a lie just to make her to look bad in the world. I don't know why. We want to know the answers. Julius Malema said, "I'm still waiting for the answers." What is it? We want to know the answers. Why were they treating her like that? We don't know what was the problem. Because when they told her, they said, "But that guy was in prison. What did he do with the money?" They said the guy said it to the South African government at the time. They must buy a ring for his fiancée. Because he can't use the money now. He's in prison. He died in prison. And these things are on tape. So you mean that if the NC was convinced that she did that, as friends, you cannot try to at least investigate, go down to this before you can accuse somebody of killing a child that she was taking care of? So there's something that they're not telling us here. Mbeki knows what is happening. Zuma knows what's happening. I think Julius knows a little bit, but they are not giving him the whole thing because Julius Malema will not stay with the secret. So they are not telling anybody what is happening. So maybe things will come out now when she's gone. We don't know.
But I think they were able to do that to her also because her own husband believed the story.
That is the thing. That is the thing, that how can we be all struggling and you can't stay with your comrades, at least investigate, do something. As one party, when they accuse, because we know already that they want to break the party up. We know the enemy is trying to break us up. So now let's unite. Let's see what is happening. Well, how deep is this thing? If they took time to research, I think they would have found out the truth. It's just that they didn't want her there because she was still hot. She was still looking for justice. But they were just looking for comfortability to be in the parliament and do what they were focused to doing.
But the husband didn't just believe the story, but he also did what the party told him to do, divorce her.
Yeah, which we cannot understand. Which we cannot understand right now. I just don't understand. For me, I console myself with the statement I gave to you that the man was tired. He just wanted to relax in his home. He didn't want to get into this too much because you remember that he just was in parliament for one term and then he said, no, I just want to be by myself. He went back to a village just to be by himself with his grandchildren. I think he was just done, So,
but if you had, if a woman had waited for me while I'm in prison for 27 years, I don't care what she does.
Exactly. What and when they're saying that somebody died, can't you put it in your understanding that of course things happen. This was a war. People are gonna die. Other people are gonna be blamed. So I just don't understand. There's something they're not telling us TSA, and we're gonna find out.
No, because I think that just like you said, even if you mentioned something very interesting, that this is a war, and if it's a war, why should you be condemning her for the death of one person when the apartheid regime killed thousands of black people and was killing them every day? And
TSA, and none of them went to prison. None of them went to prison. De Klerk's supposed to be rotting in jail right now. He's supposed to be in jail. None of them went to prison. Look now what they're doing, what we are doing to Zuma. Okay, he stole the money, but we want justice for everybody. So Zuma is there to take care of his own problem. But none of the white people took their own people to courts and say, you killed this, you killed this, you killed. None of their leaders went to prison. It was only now Winnie Mandela that now is a scapegoat.
But it's not just the white people didn't take their own white people to prison. Even the black people didn't take the white people to prison.
Exactly. I just don't understand. I don't understand. And there's some rumors that was going on that time that they've paid some leaders of this ANC to hush. Let's just finish it like that. So we don't know if the rumors were true or what, but the way they were treating Winnie Mandela, I think that she was against something that they were agreeing with these white people and she didn't want to be involved in that. Maybe that's why they gathered themselves and said, this one, we are taking it out. Let's just take this, whatever that the deal is going on, and finish up with this, So I don't know.
Even the killers, even the most notorious killers in South Africa, they were supposed to be there for life. They were released.
They were released.
The white
no punishment at all. I just don't know. And you didn't see them on papers. They would be talking the way they were publishing Winnie Mandela. I just don't know. There's something in that ANC. There's something that they are not telling people.
No, but even the white South Africans, a lot of them believe that Winnie Mandela is not a hero, that she's a murderer and she should not be celebrated. I have seen videos like that. Even some Americans believe, white Americans believe the story of the white South Africans, that she's a killer, she should not be celebrated.
If you are in the army, people will die. They blame the same, they say that to Gaddafi, and they're saying it to Bush, but they are not disrespecting them as the way they disrespected this lady. You understand? All of those ones that people are blaming Obama also for the Osama bin Laden. Nobody's stripping them of any titles. Why this disrespect on our mother Winnie? I don't understand.
Okay, I think that's a very solid point you are making, because when it comes to the West, because Blair himself, Tony Blair, and George Bush, they confessed to the fact that they went to Iraq without the nuclear weapons, their chemical weapons. They said was there, and so they committed war crime. Really, they killed a country's president. They killed 1 million people in Iraq. And nobody is taking them to the Hague for
Are they in jail? Did they go to jail? Just none of them went to jail. Trump now is bombing Syria now. I don't see Trump in jail. I don't see any. I don't understand why they did this to this woman. We have seen things like that. Lots of politicians they were like that, but I didn't see them being ridiculed as the lady that fought for freedom for people like me to be able to talk today. And I just don't understand what's happening in the ANC leadership. They know what is going on, and they didn't want Winnie to be involved because she will tell the world what they are doing.
Yeah, because the West, also England, France, and America went and removed a whole president in Libya and killed the president of the country, divided the country. The country is in a mess now, and nobody is in prison.
Nobody's in prison. Nobody is in prison. Libya was the best country, according to history, what I'm reading about Libya, was the best country. Gaddafi did everything that a responsible father should do. They just want to destroy. So when you are strong enough, and these cowards, they come to you, they gang up against you to kill you so that they can steal from the land. Because Theresa May, now the one for the UK, they're putting her on the parliament this morning or tomorrow. They're asking her, why did you send troops there without telling? She didn't tell the parliament that she's going with the Trump and the France to Syria. So how can you bomb a country that you are accusing of bombing its own, and then you are going to bomb the country? What is happening to GSA? I don't understand.
So you are going to commit the same crime that you are accusing the other guy of committing.
And you came up now with 3 of them now. 3 powerful countries are going to Syria. Syria already have their own problems. I knew something was bad because last week they were saying, oh, there's a Russia chemical, this, chemical that in UK. And then within the same month, now they're going to bomb Syria.
There is something fishy there.
So, it doesn't smell right. There's something going on. There's something going on. And these countries know.
And Russia is saying, Russia is saying, proof, give me the evidence that we did it.
Okay. They just like trouble. They just want trouble from everybody. I don't know why. Because all this problem in the whole world is England and America. Every time they're always involved in these things. Why? I don't know.
But
and I've never seen on television that in America there's an army from South Africa or Nigeria invading some part of America. Why are they in our countries? Let them go home.
Yes. But they didn't demand that Botha. The other day I saw an interview from Botha. You remember Botha, your president?
Hey, W. Botha. That's why. Why is he not in prison?
Yes, that's what I don't understand.
TSA, why is he not in prison, that guy, with his friends? Because they are confessing. Why are they not in prison? And that Desmond Tutu, the bishop, knows more than he is saying. He must tell the truth also. Because he was amongst those ones that were against Winnie Mandela.
Was he?
Yes.
But it was
there are videos I'll send to you.
He was like a spiritual father to them.
Spiritual father, these are spiritual fathers. They need to know the truth first before they become spiritual fathers. They need to know that the truth, to recognize the truth first before you can't be a father to me and I'm telling you that this person is doing wrong. You're telling me to hush, 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 hush. No hush, hush. Let's put everything on the table and say, okay, truly you were wrong. Sunday was wrong, but let's apologize and move on. But you can't just say, don't complain. It's the very same thing that is happening now in our religion when Pastor Enoch is telling people that if they don't pay, they will die. You understand? So we must be hush hush. Every time is hush hush. It's not working like that. We cannot call ourselves Christians. Don't call yourself a Christian if you're gonna be a coward. This journey is not for cowards. If you know that you're not gonna be able to stand for the truth, don't call yourself a spiritual father. Don't call yourself a pastor. Don't even ordain yourself to be a bishop. Because this is about truth.
But how is it that for the last, before she died, after the divorce and after the reconciliation thing, Winnie Mandela was totally silenced. She was not being celebrated. She was removed from the government. She was removed from the women, something. They just put it as if she was not existing anymore.
Yeah, they killed her before she died. They killed her a long time ago. They just buried her long time ago, whatever that she said. So nobody was taking her seriously anymore, whether she had statements to say. Nobody wants to listen to her because all the media was brought to that she's a killer, she's a child killer. I don't know how many people on the June 16, 1977 or 1979, 76. 76. These people went to our school and shoot all the students. And they put one lie of a murder on Winnie Mandela, and that sealed everything. I don't understand. There's something going on, TSA.
So they killed thousands of people, no consequences, but
no.
They accused her of killing just one person.
Of one, yeah.
And she carried all the blame.
All the blame. So there's no good deed goes unpunished. It's true. You cannot do good without being banned somewhere. And the problem that you are being banned by your own, that's the problem.
Yeah, because if the husband was alive when this was happening to her.
Instead of him to stand and say whatever happened, the way they were saying that, okay, whatever happened, let's reconcile and go on. Why wasn't he able to be together with his wife and say, let's leave that one behind. Let's enjoy our life now. I don't understand. There's something happened. There's something happened there.
That is a very strong point. So if Mandela is telling the country to reconcile, black and white to reconcile, why couldn't he do the same thing to his wife?
Same to his own family. Just give your children at least your last days of your life to witness how to be with the mother and the father. You understand? So I don't understand how you could, if you want a reconciliation and you are not forgiving on this one. I don't understand.
Well, I don't get it. I think that some people said they could understand Mandela because they said that Winnie had an affair or was having an affair with a certain lawyer or somebody like that when Mandela.
Yes, 27 years. Who will not have an affair?
I think so too.
Okay.
And even Mandela himself was married 2 times or 3 times. So if he was in prison, he will have a lot of wives. Maybe he will not just have an affair.
Exactly.
Maybe he will actually have another wife.
He came from prison. He couldn't even stay with his own wife. He had to go and get. When did they caught? I want to know. When did they caught with that Michelle girl? When did they caught with Grace? Because Mandela's husband, Grace's husband and Mandela were friends. So where did you see that lady? I want to know. There's lots of questions I want to know. Yes, sorry. There's lots of questions that need answers here. It's too much. It's too much.
So she will wait for 27 years and he was just for 4 years and he got married to another woman.
Exactly. And you can only hear about one affair. Winnie Mandela was stronger than I am. 27 years. No, no, there's no reason. There's no reason. There's no
Well,
justification
I
for
don't care. If I am the one, even today, I'm not in prison. Even today, if I find my wife, with having an affair, or even if I caught her with a man, I will still forgive her because
Yeah, you said that before. You said that
yes,
before. Yeah.
because we are all human. We are all people. We are all
Exactly.
human. So why, because I've given her my word one day, and I've given her my vow that till death do us apart. So
First part. Yes.
why should affair be the reason that separates us?
I don't know. I don't know, TSA. I don't know. There's a huge problem. There's a huge problem.
Because the glory of Mandela being the president, and the glory that the whole world was giving to him as the greatest man in the world. He was the greatest man in the world right now.
Yes.
Before he died. All that glory was supposed to be shared together without winning. Because
Exactly. They're both old now. They're both in their time of life that they need to be embracing each other and be, just get back that time that is lost. Just sit down, block all the NC things from coming to your home. Let it be an office and come home and nurture each other. But it didn't happen like that, and it's hard to put it in words. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, TSA.
And even I think what the point is, because she was in a war, and she was right in the middle of that war. So the fact that she had the Mandela football team and for as bodyguard and protection, and they were against the informants, but that is just normal. That is what happens in every war.
That comes with the war. There will be some collateral damages. There will be some things that happening that you didn't plan. Nobody goes to war and say, I'm going to die. So I don't. There's no explanation. There is no explanation, and there will never be explanation the way we see these ANC leaders. Now they were trying. They went to Winnie Mandela's family to say to them, please don't let Julius speak on a funeral service. But the relationship that Julius had with Winnie Mandela, the daughters knew about it. That is a very strong bond. They said, no, he's going to speak. Because they were pleading, don't let Julius Malema talk. Don't let Julius Malema talk. So there's something that they're hiding, and Julius knows about it. Because he always threatened them that you people know me, you know what I know. So there's something that is happening on that ANC that is happening. And Ramaphosa now is saying, please, Julius, let's come back together. We're both fighting for the same thing. Julius Malema is saying, no, we are not on the same page. So now they were lying to the white media. The ANC is lying to a white media last week. They're saying they're having talks with EFF. To combine themselves to fight for the land. The Julius Malema representation comes and say we haven't heard anything from them. We didn't agree to any meetings. We don't know what they are talking about. So they're trying to start up something in the country. They want to confuse people. I don't know what they're up to anyway.
How will you, as a woman, forgive that if you had waited for your husband? And because even if she made some mistakes and she did everything they said she did, what I would think is that it was also a way she was fighting not for herself, she was fighting for him.
Yes.
So, but she didn't give excuse and say, okay, I'm alone, he's not here, he's not sending money, he's not able to help me, or maybe he's not writing me, or he's not, I have a reason to leave. Let me just forget that. Let me get another husband. Let me just get, because a lot of people go marry another person.
Yeah.
So, but she was standing there fighting against her feelings, her passion, her emotions, and stood until they released them. Now, the question is, how will she ever forgive that? Knowing that now when he came out, he didn't fight for her.
my heart breaks for that lady. You know, it breaks for a fact that she lived that long after that happened to her. It shows to her strength, because that will kill anybody. That will kill anybody. Lots of women are killing themselves just from their house. Their husband is going to sleep with another lady. They have a child, and now they are depressed. If that happened to a person that is not strong as her, let her go home. Let her go and relax and you know, and have that peace. Because really, we were not kind to her. I'll include everybody in South Africa. We were not kind to her. We didn't see her strength.
Yeah, I think that,
you know,
I think that actually, I don't know. I think that ANC should be very powerful, because I would have thought that if that Julius Malema had been stronger, if he was young that time, he's now older. But if he had been as strong as he is now, I think he would have protested against Mandela going to take another woman. Because you know what it looks like? It's like this lady walk, save you, put you as president, and then another lady is taking the glory, because they were traveling from country to country. Yeah. And it was the other woman that was taking all the
that's enjoying now. No, that was painful. She was strong. That's what I'm telling you. That she went to an extent that she's becoming friendly with this lady. They became together as sisters. She has another heart.
That is too painful, though.
It's very painful.
She's suppressing the pain.
It's very painful. Yeah, and that's why I'm saying it shows to her strength for her to live that long after all this. After all this have happened, and still be friendly to even Nelson Mandela himself, and not go to the press, and because I'm sure she knows more than she's telling. You know, she was a mother. She was a mother. Yeah, she was a mother. Kudos to her. Kudos to her. I'm proud to say I'm a South African today because of her. She was a mother. I for myself, I can't. I'm too weak.
So even after she was betrayed, she didn't go to the press to talk bad about him.
And you must know that I'm sure she knows some things. She knows some things that she can just one sentence and it will be the end. But she was a classic girl. The way she can walk, the way she was dressed, the way she can talk, the way she was friendly with the people. She didn't see class. For Winnie Mandela, there was no class. So kudos, Amandla to Winnie Mandela. Amandla to Winnie Mandela, we are saluting her. That's why I'm wearing this, to represent that I'm respecting my mom. To all South Africans, we are stronger than we know. Let's learn from this mom and not back down for any. Let's not compromise.
So after the man divorced her, chased her away from the house because they took the house from her, and then put the other woman in the house. Then she still kept quiet and made sure she worked to make him the icon, the iconic Madiba. That
exactly. She was still rooting for him. After that, she was still rooting for him. If that's not love, I don't know what it is. So if they were saying that she had an affair, why did she get married then when Mandela took another lady? I don't understand this. It's confusing. I don't understand.
Because she didn't marry afterwards.
She didn't. And there was no rumors of saying this one is Winnie's boyfriend or that one. And Nelson Mandela is out now and is with another lady. So I don't understand what's the story. That's why Julius Malema was saying it's double standard. When is Mama Winnie Mandela, hey, we have to shout and scream. When is the Zuma and all of these people do bad things, it's just things that we laugh about and move on.
There is something that there is a word, a South African word that she made very popular when she was alive. She was always going to all over the world, and anywhere she goes to, she would raise up her hand like this. She would raise up her hand like this and say, Amanda,
yes. Amanda.
Power. Yes. So what does that mean?
Power to the people. Amandla, it's power. The struggle goes on. We are powerful. Amandla. And she used to say, "Watinta abafazi, watinta imbogodo." Like when you touch a woman, be ready for the comeback because we don't back down like that. We are stronger than we are. But amandla means power.
And people, when she says amandla, people respond.
Away too. The power is for us. Amandla away too.
Power to the people.
Power to the people. Yeah. Yeah.
She made that word famous.
Yeah. Yes.
Even the other ANC leaders, they are not, it is through her, that word amandla.
Even if they are saying it doesn't sound convincing as it was when Mandela says it. So I haven't seen anybody that is merit enough to say power, because the power now is not for the people, it's for the individual. So for them now it means nothing if they say Amandla. There's no Amandla anymore. You know.
When they were doing the speech to say bye-bye
yes.
in the stadium, this daughter almost couldn't talk. She was coughing. She was difficult for her.
Yeah.
But why was it difficult? You know, why were they feeling so much pain like that? Not even with their father, they were easy. It was okay. But with her, they were feeling too much pain. They were crying. But with their father, they were just relaxed.
Father was not there, TSA. Father was in prison. Mama was at home. We could see Mommy crying. The police just breaking into the house 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, yanking Mama out of the bed in the night, whether she's naked or not. So they feel the pain. They were part of the pain that the mom went through. And then even after the struggle, they saw her own people also treating her bed. So they were with Mom in everything that she was passing through. They were there, feeling it with her. So I think that is why that they were more sad this time than they were on Papa Matiba. You know. So that's how I can explain it. But any other thing, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
If we go to the biography of Winnie Mandela, she has a book that she wrote.
Yes.
And that book, she was talking a lot in that book about is it 600 days or is it, what was it?
We're in prison?
Yes.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's about that. I haven't read the book, but I saw the book is out there.
She was in prison for, I think 90, is it 90 weeks, 90 days, 90 months? Anyway, it was like 1.5 years. You could say she was in prison for 1.5 years, but she was telling stories of putting her in solitary confinement.
Yeah, to the point that she was urinating blood. I saw that interview when she was writing the book. It's said. She said she went for almost 3 days without closing her eyes. Because they were telling her not to go to bed, not to sleep. She was just sitting. So the body would have been double its size because you are sitting in one position. When you move, you get beaten. No, you get shocked.
It was not 3 days. It was 7 days or so, 7 or 9 days.
Not be able to sleep.
Yes. But on 2 or 3 occasions, she fainted.
Yes, then she fainted. Yeah. The woman was strong. I don't even think that Mandela went through that.
No, they didn't.
I don't think that he went through that.
Him, but he was in, he was in solitary too, but not like that.
Yeah.
Because he was already, the whole world could know about what was happening. But in her case, they banished her, and they were doing that for her. They put on the light 24 hours.
Yes. Yeah. And none of them went to jail, TSA. So it's sad.
So the people who did this to her didn't go to jail?
It was, as far as we know, I haven't seen any record.
Because of the reconciliation, they said it was.
Yeah, when you confess, we move on. When you confess, you move on. But when it came to Winnie Mandela, they couldn't move on. When she said, I'm standing with the truth, I'm not involved in this one. I cannot confess to what I didn't do. They are saying she's stubborn, she needs to be out. So, it's unfair. It's unfair.
Yeah, so, okay, I think it was 491 days. Yeah, that's 1.5 years.
Wow.
She was 491 days in prison.
Wow.
But one thing that surprised me, let's move to another area, another topic.
Okay.
Which is the way she. Okay, don't be annoyed and don't be no. Okay. The way she is so beautiful and the way she dresses, I, in my mind, because I was thinking she was the only South African woman that the whole world knew, and Makeba and Mama Africa, Makeba.
Miriam Makeba.
Miriam Makeba. So, but she was the one that was the center focus. Because Miriam Makeba was singing, but Winnie Mandela was in the news every day almost.
Yes.
So, and the way she was always dressing, beautiful, smile. I was thinking that maybe that is how women, and the way she dressed, what she wear things, and I was thinking that maybe this is the way all the women in South Africa looked. Until I went to South Africa, and I was surprised that, no, she stands out.
Yes. Yep.
That women in South Africa don't look even close to how she lived. So what was that? I mean, she has a unique features, smile, dress taste.
Yeah.
She was in another world, in another class.
She is a very, I can't say was, I can't bring myself to say was yet. She's in her own class. You cannot compare her even in the parliament to those ones that are in the parliament today. You will not get that kind of class. She had class. There was no way. Look at the videos where she's been arrested on the street. She looks perfect all the time. She looks so. I don't know how she did it, because going through those struggles, we saw a lot of women neglecting themselves and things like that. But you will never catch her in dressing badly, or she was a mother. She was a mother. She dresses as a mother. She was very respectful. I haven't seen a picture of her that you will be saying, no, don't post this one. In all the pictures, she's just on point. So she was unique like that. She was a mother, and there will be no other like Winnie Mandela. There will be no other like Winnie Mandela.
Even the daughters don't even come close.
No one can compare to her. She's good. She had that spirit with her. She had the spirit of class. Top high class. You can't compare her.
Even the new wife that Mandela got couldn't compare.
Even forget her name sometimes. I don't. For me, she didn't exist. I'm sorry, Mama Krasta. But for me, no, she didn't exist. She doesn't exist. Or she's still alive though. Yeah, she doesn't exist.
So
do you think that she went to a funeral yesterday? Did she on Saturday? I didn't see her.
She went.
But she went. Okay.
But you think that she didn't take the place of Winnie?
No way. Not even close. Not even close. No, she can never. No one will. She had her own spirit. She had her own spirit that is so pure. So.
Is is she? But she also. When they put her on television, I don't know if you were in South Africa those days, when they used to do the reconciliation thing.
Yes.
They put camera in her face and were making her to confess.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I was still in South Africa.
They said that was when the country turned against her, because she would not confess.
But how can you confess to a thing that you didn't do? How can you confess to a thing that you didn't do? Because their focus was on stomping.
But they were saying she was not repentant.
What should she do? How was she supposed to behave? How was she supposed to behave? The thing that they said she didn't. What do you say? Repent?
Yes. What? They said she didn't repent.
From what? Because that's I think that's the reason why Mandela said, okay, now I'm enough. I just want to go and rest. Because she was still saying, okay, we are signing this pact. Let's make sure that whatever that is signed here, we will not come back again to hunt us later. Let's just finish this. So then they just wanted to close the issue. But when you were saying there's still an issue of land, there's still an issue of how people have been displaced from their homes. What are we going to do about that? They said, no, as long as we say now we are free, let's leave it like that. Okay. But now at the same time, they're taking her to go and confess to what? And reconcile with what? Because this thing has not yet been, the deal has not yet been done. According to her, the way she was believing that things need to be, all the T's must be crossed, all the I's must be dotted, but they were not according to her, you know. So that's why she didn't want to cooperate.
Yes, but that time when the whole country was putting her in, shaming her, the press, all the television, they took her to court and they found her guilty on 38 counts of, murder and corruption and things like that. So, but they said later on they forgave her not to send her to prison. But now you said she didn't kill the boy.
She didn't kill anybody. DSA, it was a war. People are going to die in a war. People are going to die in a war because this is a war. It was not just an attack. Okay, if I organize now people to go and attack, yes, let me be crucified for that. This was a war. So I don't understand how they can classify that as murdering somebody, because it was a war. People were coming to our schools to come and shoot. I'm not talking about history. Some things were happening to us in schools. You can be, you will be in the class. The police will be on the window monitoring what the teacher is teaching you. I went through that. That when they see you in the street, they can take even a hanger to beat you with the hanger. I went through that. I'm not talking the things I saw in television. So this was a war. This was a war. It's not like she went and organized a gang to go and attack.
But when they were, why should they sue her then? Because when they were suing her, she spent 2-3 years in court. And the people were saying, they asked Mandela, and Mandela that time said, the law must take its course. And the country that is the country that, the law has to take its course. Now, but why is it that the population, the ordinary people, didn't stand to defend her and take her from that court that time?
Oh, yes, I was still in South Africa. The people they were standing against that. They were standing against that. I think that's why they cut everything short. Let her not go to prison. Let's just say disgrace her, let her go, because it was not calm. It was not calm. So if it's like that, DSA, why is Mandela not going to jail himself? Because people they were following his own point of views. If we're gonna call people murderers, let's arrest Mandela also. Let's to arrest Mandela also because he was a part of this. If let's say they say ANC is a gang that is attacking people, not only Winnie Mandela, let them all be arrested.
No, but
including them Begis that they were in Nigeria, they were sending people, they were sending guns to the children in South Africa to go and fight. Why they are not going to jail? Because they were sponsoring the war while they're outside of the country.
Yeah, but they said they were fighting against the white people, but Winnie was killing also the black people.
I don't know what to have. I cannot defend her from that. But if we are in the same camp, and I'm the one that is in the same boat, and I'm the one that is drilling a hole for the boat to go down, that's a war. That's a war. It's not somebody that is being attacked because I'm killing all of us now. If it's me that is doing it, let one be sacrificed because we cannot be here and then we are trying to move forward and we are busy selling us out. I don't say that if it was like that because most of the time they say they were informants, these people, and they are proven to be informants, those ones that died. So that's the casualty of war. It's not somebody that you just say, organize, let's kill.
Yeah, but she, when she was interviewed and they said, did she have any regret? She said after she was in that prison for 491 days in prison and solitary confinement, and they were taking her every night, for interrogation. And after she lost consciousness and she came to herself, she said after that 491 days, that she said to herself, now this is war. Even if it is going to be my father or my mother who will be on the other side supporting these people, I will pull the trigger, she said.
Exactly. That's a war. That's a war. I cannot be with you in the same place. We are organizing on how we're gonna protect ourselves and protect our children, and you are the one going to tell the enemy what we are doing here. And then when you die now, in the midst of that, is selling out. It's a problem for Winnie Mandela. That's what I'm saying. If it's like that, because Mpegi was in Nigeria, you were sending people for the guns. They were in Lusaka. They were sending soldiers with guns. Let everybody go to jail. Let everybody go to jail then. If it's going to be like that, why is it only Mama Winnie that was a scapegoat? I don't understand.
So you think it's politics?
It's politics. A war is war. A war is war.
So why should they forgive the white killers and then prosecute Winnie Mandela?
I just don't get it. People that are supposed to, you see what is not a war now? What is not a war is what is happening yesterday. When Trump and this UK sending people there, these people they didn't come and bomb their countries. Yeah. So what is it? There are murderers for sending people to go there.
Yeah.
You understand? Winnie Mandela didn't send people to Holland and to bomb the ancestors of those ones that are doing us bad in our country. He didn't send anybody to Holland. He was fighting in her own country, fighting for justice in her own country. Whether it was black that died or it was a white that died, blood was spilled. A person was killed. So why do we have to differentiate now how many blacks died in the hands of Winnie Mandela, how many whites died in the hands of Winnie Mandela? Everybody needs to go to jail because all of us are ANC. At that time, all the black Africans were ANC, South Africans were ANC. So all of us, let's go to jail then. You know, I just don't get it. I don't get it. There was an agenda that they were on just to push her out of sight because she was still having that anger of let's continue fighting. You know, because the war is not ended. Even now, the war is not ended. It's just silent, but the war is not ended in my country.
So when she goes to those rallies, she's always saying Amanza, and then
Amanza, yes.
And then the people will say those things.
Away too.
Yeah, but when I went to South Africa, I discovered that South Africans, especially after the independence, South Africans refused to make one language the national language. Apart English, the official language, but then they made, is it 9 languages or 20?
Yeah, we have about 11 official, 11 official languages. Yes.
So they made 11 languages equal.
Yes.
And that is strange. 11 languages to be official languages. That is like crazy. In Nigeria.
You know what's unique with our country, DSA? Like for me, I can understand all those languages.
Wow.
I might not be able to speak back. I can answer with my language, and that person also can understand what I'm saying. You understand? In all those 11 official languages. For me, my own, I went to a Xhosa primary school, which is Mandela's tribe school. I'm a Zulu. I am Zulu. I'm a Zulu woman.
Okay.
On the secondary school, I went to a Zulu school, but we understand each other. It's not like, I don't know in Nigeria, do you understand the other language?
No, we don't.
But in my country, we understand each other. Including now, whites are speaking Zulu and Sutus and all those things. Yeah. That's what's unique about South Africa. It's truly a rainbow nation.
But that's why I wanted to ask, because if it's like in Nigeria, all the languages, nobody understands another. But sometimes when South Africans are speaking, they put in some language, some local language, and I'm thinking, okay, even that Amanza and the people respond, that is just one language. Why should you shoot? How do they understand what you're saying?
No. Yes, it's not one. They say Amandla, which is Zulu, my language. Amandla, which is Xhosa, Mandela's language, Winnie Mandela's language. And Matla, it's a Sotho language. We understand everything. They can say it in any language. We understand each other.
But they're very similar words.
Zulu and Xhosa is not that far from each other. We are all from the Ngunis. I don't want to go to history. We are all from the Ngunis and Ndebele. We are similar to one another. But there are other languages that are very difficult. I find Tsonga very, very, very difficult. I can understand a bit, but they will never gossip about me. I will understand. We understand. So we understand each other.
But Mandela and Winnie were from different tribes.
No, they were the same tribe, Xhosa. They're both Xhosa, yes.
But why is it that when they, from the book, when Mandela wanted to marry Winnie, they had to go to our own part of the country. They were in different parts of the country. They had to go to the central, or they were living in another place. So after, if you read the book, after they met the parents of Winnie, then the father of Winnie said, now you brought this man from another part of the country to be our in-law. Now we are, our two nations, our two people, we are becoming one. And we are going to, now you have become one nation or one, what is the difference?
No, they don't mean it like that. Like I'm a Zulu, we have KwaZulu Natal. So I'm Mazibuko. So they're talking about surnames now. We are matching surnames. They're not talking as a country or what. We are matching surnames. So they don't mean it literally the way you're taking it. Yeah, so they're both Xhosas. They're both Xhosas. Yeah. So is a princess, your wife from the same tribe as you, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's what they mean, that Adelaja is meeting with the princess's family, that becoming one. That's all. That's what they say.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's just the families.
The families that are matching. Yeah.
Okay. So now, what I also notice is that the people who pronounce that Amanzla, people pronounce it differently. I notice people pronouncing it with some different. Some people say Amanza, some people say Amandla, some people say Amanz. It's like a little bit different towards the end.
No, many different languages, but Kimatla, Amandla is Amandla. You can't pronounce that differently.
Or maybe it just sounds like me to me like that.
Yeah,
it's like the same word.
Yeah.
It's like the same word, but it's like towards the end, it's changing a little bit.
Amandla Awet. No, it's the same. It's the same. It's the same.
Or maybe people just pronounce it with different accents and.
Yes, because maybe like the Ramaphosa is not Zulu, is not Xhosa, is a Tsonga. So maybe you can pronounce it not exactly as a Zulu or Xhosa a person will pronounce it. You understand?
So
but it's the same.
Do you think they are going to immortalize the name of Winnie Mandela in the country? What are the plans to immortalize? You know the way they immortalize the name of Nelson Mandela everywhere, Nelson Mandela Stadium, Nelson Mandela Airport,
yes.
Nelson Mandela money, Nelson Mandela everything. Are they going to do that for Winnie?
Yeah, I think so. I think so because even Julius Malema was saying why they don't change the airport of Cape Town to be Winnie Mandela's airport. So I think there will be more respect for her now. I don't know, as people who always like that will respect the dead more than when they are alive. I think there will be monuments of her. There will be things because there's lots of regret now in ANC. They can just see themselves now, you know. So I think there will be some things that are named after her. I think there will be some statues of her because there are murals now. I saw people drawing murals in popular places of her. So I think they're going to honor her more now when she's dead than alive. That's sad.
This your new, what's the name of your president? Cyril?
Cyril Ramaphosa.
Yes, this your new president, Cyril. Since he seems to respect her more than Mbeki or others.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. The one that was mostly disrespecting Winnie Mandela was Mbeki. Ironically enough, and he was not in the country for most of the time. I don't know why he was doing that to her. Because Zuma had some respect for Winnie Mandela.
Yes. Zuma had respect for her.
He had a very, he may not have been able to defend her in some place, but there was still that respect. He was holding her in a higher, position than Peggy did. I don't know why Peggy was behaving like that. I just don't know.
No, but what is surprising to me is that in that meeting, in that convention, or what they call it, APC, ANC meeting, Congress or convention, where the Mbeki pushed her away.
Mm-hmm.
You know Mandela was present there.
Okay, yes, they talk, I'm listening. So that says a lot about Mr. Mandela. Oh, sorry, my things are falling here. That says a lot about Nelson Mandela and TSA. The respect was not mutual.
No, but he said he would not interfere in, what do they call it, party discipline.
Oh, in the party?
Discipline. This is a party affair. He cannot interfere in the party discipline. Party has to exercise the discipline of the party upon any member. So he cannot defend her because they were already divorced that time.
I don't know what to say about Mandela. In some parts, I'm very disappointed with the way he was treating her.
But rather, people praised him for that. People praised him for that he didn't defend his wife. He didn't stand on the side of his wife, but he stand on the side of reconciliation and peace. That is the opinion that won in South Africa. Most people praise Mandela that he was able to let go of Winnie, sacrifice the wife so that he would keep the country together. That if Mandela was to follow the wife, that there could be civil war among the whites and the blacks.
I believe so. I believe so because Winnie was still in fire. She was still have the fire burning in her because she was still seeing that things are not where they're supposed to be. And as I said, I think Mandela wanted to just relax and not be involved in this, in politics anymore.
A lot of people think that is the legacy of Mandela, they praise him for that he was able to sacrifice not just his freedom, he was able to sacrifice his wife just to keep a nation together, one country. And now, because of that, his sacrifice, that the country didn't go to civil war. I mean, they didn't fight, and now the white and black are living together. He didn't take the land even though the blacks are suffering for that. Now, now the blacks want it again, but he let it be.
You see, that is why when Mandela is saying on the interview that I knew that the deal was not the way he's thinking the deal is going. So when I was with him on our privacy, and I'm telling him that this deal is not going to work. So now Nelson Mandela, because he wanted to retire, he left the war to be fought by Julius Malema now, which that civil war that they were trying to contain is going to be worse now. It's going to be worse now because those Julius Malema, we grew up in that kind of struggle. To be struggling even now, it doesn't make sense. You understand? Because we thought that our parents went to reconciliation, we're okay, the land is back, we're going to be equal, and it's not happening like that. So it's going to be too much now. It's too much. I saw that EFF is more than ANC now. The members of EFF are growing every time. So people are ready to fight, the children are ready to fight because the mothers are tired and they didn't sign a good contract. Now it's still haunting the kids, you know. When you said the last time that they're in their own minds, they're saying blacks must go to school and then be educated and then come and buy the lands from the white. Now the blacks are educated, they can speak English, they can understand English, and they understand what is happening, and there's still no land, even if you want to buy it. So that is double the problem now because they cannot talk their language without us being understanding. We will understand and we're going to confront them. So this is going to be too much now because now the white children are saying, why are they punishing us now? Because it was not me. Me, I just inherited this land. You see, what the parents couldn't do before. Now the kids are going to start their own problem because those children too, the white children, they will not want to let go that easily without compensation. They say we are not buying the land. We are educated, yes, but we are not buying the land. We want the land. Yeah, you gave us the education. We are educated, we have this money now, but we are not buying it. It's our own. So it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem.
Because it belongs to the black people.
You know, now the whites say that it belongs to my great-grandfather. As we say, it was belonging to my great-grandfather before yours. So if it's going to be like that, let's get the land. But I saw one hopeful thing that is happening in South Africa. And Begi was talking about the law of the land. What the law of the land was saying in South Africa. Was saying the law belongs to those who are taking care of it, to the farmers and the workers. So if a farmer is fair according to a law, and when the workers on the farm reach to a point of time, they get to get the land for free. Some of the land becomes theirs. That is in the constitution. So some farmers now they gave some land to the workers that were living in their farms.
Yeah, but those workers are not so educated, and many of them don't have the money to buy the equipment to develop the land. They didn't give them money.
To do the land,
yes, because if you only have the land and you don't have the money to buy the mechanization to be able to do the thing, you will just be suffering still.
Yeah, you still be suffering still. That is why that interview was interesting because it was the farmer and the worker that was talking. So the farmer was saying, what I do, my responsibility is to buy whatever this worker is telling me. So without this worker, I cannot even fertilize my own soil.
Yeah.
So I'm urging all the white people, give those that are in your space their own land to do their own crops because I cannot farm. I have all the equipment, but I cannot do what this guy's job. is. So this one was a good example for the people to just maybe follow on that. Not all of us want to be farmers. I want my own land to build my own house and build my things for my kids. But those that are already in the farms is in the constitutional law that the workers of that land are entitled for some part of that land after some years. So some farmers are doing that. But now we are talking about those urban lands, those ones that are in the cities. In the city, there's lands also. Those lands are just a greenery that is there. Nobody is building on them just because it's on somebody else's name. We are not allowed to touch those lands. I think they are mostly focusing on that, this EFF. The lands in Johannesburg, in the big urban areas, I think they want those to develop because Malema said, we want a new town. All the towns in my country, they are named after Port Elizabeth. And there's no shopping mall that he is saying Mandela in UK.
Why can't they change those names?
Exactly.
Of those
there's Jan van Riebeck things and those were people that were abusing people. Why do we still have their names on things if we say we have moved on as a country? So it's gonna change. It's gonna change. But if we cannot sit
why does it take so long for the country to support Malema?
As you said, they don't want to shake the boat. They don't want to rock the boat. They're scared. The ANC, the OGs of ANC, they're scared.
No, the ANC, of course, don't want Julius Malema. But why is it that the population are still more on the side of ANC?
No, that's what I'm telling you, that now EFF is getting more than ANC because we're still listening. As for me now, I'm going to tell about me, I was against Malema. I said, why is he so disrespectful? But the more I'm listening to him, he's making sense, this guy. He's making sense.
No, but in the last election, the ANC still had the majority.
In the last election.
For the parliament.
For the parliament.
Yes.
It's gonna be different. When are we going again for the?
I think in 2 years or so.
In 2 years, I think on 20 or 19, I don't know. 20.
Yes.
Yeah, it's changing. This EFF is everywhere now. EFF is everywhere because we are agreeing. All of us are agreeing on this issue for the land. We are agreeing on that. So, and these are young people that they need their needs to be met. So,
and this death of Winnie has given Malema more popularity.
Yes, because now he's outing all of them. Oh, it disgraced them. He say some of those ones that betrayed you, they're here. They're here, Mama Winnie. I don't know how to hold myself. Tell me what to do now because I don't want to be like I'm coming to make fun in your funeral. I came to attack people in your funeral, but it annoys me that those who betray you, they're the ones now that are organizing this funeral. They are the ones that are crying the most. So, my country, I don't know.
But the children also said that. The children.
Yeah. Because these things were happening in public. Everybody was surprised. How can ANC is not backing Winnie Mandela? It was shocking. It was shocking that it happened like that.
I listened to the children. They said they will remember all the people who betrayed them.
They should. They should remember. They should remember those ones because I don't see who's going to take over on the ANC. Look at all of them are old. There's no young person in ANC now.
Julius is young.
Yeah, Julius is still with that fire.
If they could bring him back.
No, Julius will not go there because they don't want to change their ways. They don't want to change their ways. So he says, let's just stand for the truth if we want to stand for the truth. I can come to ANC and then I'll conform to what you guys are agreeing with is not right. So that's the thing.
Thuli, again, we couldn't do any book today.
I'm looking at the time and saying, but DSA, when are you going to ask me questions?
I think people find this very interesting. I'm going to change the topic of this program from review to in memory of Winnie Mandela. Amanda. Away to. Thank you so much. Amanda.
Away too.
I will
long
say,
live spirit of Winnie Mandela, long live.
Yes.
Long live.
Viva spirit of Winnie Mandela. Viva spirit of Winnie Mandela. Viva South Africa.
Thank you so much.
Viva South Africa. Viva Thuli.
Viva. Yes, thank you so much for the platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless.
Thank you.
See you in 30 minutes.